Now it's Carson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Penny. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
14. Tempo.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th. Youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Great 15.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Flushed out right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
82. Trey 15. That's it. Ram. Run.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
14.
On second down, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's got the tight end, Vanette. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Gotta go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Wilson now to throw on third down. And incomplete here on third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A little brief second of indecision there was certainly hooking, but bottom line, it's good.
Yeah, and, got a little bit of English on it, right? That left-footed kicker trying to pop it through. A little bit too close to the right upright for his liking, but he'll take the 3.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into the same.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Great. Run. Great.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to let it go again. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Run. Go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 120. Black. Here, sit.
Now Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Great. Let's go, great. 1. Great.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to let one fly for Tate. That's caught inside the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you. And others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Here's Penny. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with fourth down now looming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So that'll back him up 5. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Great.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece. And instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there on the 50-yard line post-game. Because you know sibling rivalries, one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zuerlein 44-yarder from the right hash as time expires.
44,
MVP
MVP
Todd Gurley, 2 touchdowns, 1 catching, 1 rushing.
I like it. You don't like the McCourty thing, though.
No, I do like that. If that happens, you're Nostradamus.
There you go.
Wentz now on 1st down. Open man left side is Wallace complete. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. Be ready for one word. Be ready for one word.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll run with Penny. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Foles. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. But I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action with Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Petty, a 1st down carry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll go on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
14.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Great 15.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Down the man inside. Down the man. Great 15. Great 15. Black, come on.
Wentz to throw on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on this.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chris Long in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now a death, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And they'll run it here. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
14.
Wilson wants to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This to make it a 3-score game late. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.